tell me one thing that they all have in common? You can just shout it out.
Famous.
Yep, what else?
They're old.
Leaders. Okay, well the one thing that they all have in common is they're all firstborns. In your birth order, whether it is eldest, middle, youngest, or only child, has a major impact on your personality, shaping who you are and affecting your future. There's some exceptions to these common traits, such as how big your family is, if you have large age gap between each children, or if you have siblings with special needs. Okay, the oldest child is typically known as the bossy one. How many of you are the oldest child in your family? Okay, we got a few. Well, along with these three people, Hillary Clinton is also a firstborn, as well as over half of the U.S. presidents. Some common traits of the firstborn: they're usually leaders, very driven, they're responsible, love having control, organized, perfectionist, and they hate taking risks usually. They also have the highest IQ out of everyone in the family most of the time, which is pretty cool. Middle children. How many of you are middle children in here? Got a couple. Okay, they're usually known as the neglected one. Donald Trump and Madonna are also middle children. According to Jeffrey Kluger and Dan Cray, authors of The Power of Birth Order, middle child tends to be polar opposite of the firstborn. They have the oldest child and the youngest child to compete with, so oftentimes that'll cause them to rebel to gain attention. They also oftentimes have issues with their identity, but they love being around people, really people-oriented. Most of the time they have the most friends out of anyone in the family. They're easygoing, have an easygoing outlook on life, and they are known as the peacemaker in the family as well. Okay, the youngest child is usually known as the spoiled one. How many of you guys are the youngest child? Okay, we got a lot of those. Jim Carrey and Cameron Diaz are also the youngest child in their families. The youngest child is usually the most dependent out of all the children in the family. They struggle with self-centeredness, sensitive, but they're very charming or manipulative. They're very confident, adventurous, and they're known to be the life of the party. The only child, they're usually known as the prince or the princess. How many of you guys are only child? Okay,
Oh, no,
got a
just kidding.
couple. Gandhi and Tiger Woods were also only children. Some traits that they commonly have, they have a difficulty getting along with other kids their age because they've grown up around adults their entire life. They're very mature for their age compared with other children. They have a hard time not getting their way, trouble with sharing, and they also struggle with self-centeredness. So your birth order impacting not only who you are, but also has an impact on who you will become. According to Richard Bradley and Grace Mins, author of the Birth Order article in Journal of Counseling and Development, family systems theory is a promising new perspective for research and practice in career counseling. So you may be wondering what kind of jobs you would be best at, what kind of fields you should enter now that you're in college. So the oldest, they usually succeed in being a boss or owner of their own company because of their leadership skills and their desire for structure. They're also known to succeed in medicine, law, or engineering because they are very perfection-oriented and they have very driven attitudes. So those are just a few fields that you firstborn should think about. As for the middle child, they work really well with people since they're so people-oriented. Some good career paths would be marketing and sales. They would also succeed in counseling and mediating because of their peacemaking personalities. And as for the youngest, they usually succeed in advertising, sales, marketing, communications, or something within the arts because they're very creative, but yet they have a manipulative personality. They should avoid management because their leadership skills aren't as strong as the other children in the family. So some majors to consider if you are the youngest child would be communications or something within the arts. And for the only child, it's very similar to the oldest child, as in they would succeed in running their own business. They would succeed in entering in law, engineering, or medicine as well. As you can now see, your personality has your birth order has a major impact on your personality and continues to have one on your life. So now when you think of your personal role within your family, you can better evaluate why you are the way you are and better judge your strengths and weaknesses to distinguish how to use them.